in response to that.
She likes to minimize the conflicts within her caucus between the moderates and the progressives, who have these wings, AOC and her group on one side.
It's like 5 people.
Yeah, it's like 5 people, if only. And by the way, the divide is not between the moderates and the progressives. There's nothing moderate about Nancy Pelosi. There's nothing progressive about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Here's the real division. It's between equality, which is the traditional agenda of the Democratic Party, an agenda that cared about the individual and the constitutional rights that protected the individual, and the new wing of the Democratic Party, which leads to Nancy Pelosi, is bigger than 5 people. It's the identity politics wing of the party. Identity politics is the opposite of equality. Identity politics preclude equality. They make it impossible. In identity politics, all groups are not equal. Some are much better than others. Some must be destroyed. That is not equality. It's permanent war. So that's what's taken the place of concerns about the individual. And you can see it even in the personal behavior of the Democratic candidates for president. Beto O'Rourke, for example, turns out gave 1/3 of 1% of his total income to charity last year. 1/3 of 1%. He's a rich guy, too. Kamala Harris, also a rich person, 1.4% to charity. So why are these people not being called out on this? They want to run the country, but they give nothing to charity? Well, because they say the right things. That's why. They check the little identity politics boxes. They're against white privilege. So it's enough, except it's not enough. This is not a satisfying style of politics. It doesn't actually improve anyone's life. It's not working. And the Democrats running for president, even those standing on the sidelines, know it's not working. They're going to lose to President Trump unless they deliver this.
And what the candidates are talking about right now, which is quite different than what the Trump administration is currently doing.
Well, it's interesting, though. I mean, look, I'm for that. By the way, that's a politics that I agree with. And any candidate on either side who puts forward policies that achieve that, I would be for it. I don't care what party that person represents. So I'm with them on that. I just wonder how the actual policy prescriptions line up in favor of what you just said. So obviously, unrestricted immigration, more low-skilled immigration helps big companies. It doesn't help average people. The Green New Deal is a massive, obviously, blank check to the power companies. Now, the green power companies, but they're still power companies. Someone's got to build the wind farms. Someone's got to build the solar farm. No, I'm serious. So, like, what exactly are you talking about? The party that takes all the hedge fund money is the party of the people? How does this... I mean, really?
I mean, we're the party that passed the ACA. We're the party that's working to make college more affordable. We're the party that is out there fighting every day for Americans to make unions stronger, to increase wages, to make sure that Americans can afford to college and have full access to education.
I'm trying to understand, but how does increasing the number of people in this country willing to work for less with immigration, which is a Democratic priority, it's the number 1 priority as far as I can tell. How does that raise American wages? How does that strengthen labor unions?
We're not for open borders. We're for making sure the border's secure, making sure that illegal immigrants are treated humanely when they cross the border, making sure those seeking asylum legally are allowed to do so through the proper channels.
Okay, then those are I agree. Look, those are things that you're for. I believe it, and you can defend those things. You can't say those things raise wages. They make wages go down. They're one of the main reasons that wages at the low end have remained stagnant for 40 years because of low-wage immigration. So How can you say you're for higher wages and then support something that lowers wages? That doesn't make any sense.
I would agree with that, but we're for minimum wage. We're for fighting. What Republicans are fighting for minimum wage right now. We're seeing across the country Democrats fighting nationwide, state by state, to increase the minimum wage in their state. Okay. Here in New York, we just increased our minimum wage to $15 per hour, and it's had massive benefits citywide already.
Not actually going to solve the problem.